Hi everyone. I'm Hi everyone. I'm Primal Fury. Welcome to my video. And today I'll be explaining my origin story about how I became the alpha of the Lycan Beast pack and how I met my friends, how I met Olivia, and how did this story even get through a lot of traumatic. Well, that's pretty much. If y'all read my post, my community tab, I guess I'll explain my origin story to all of you. I guess all of you deserve the truth about what is Primal Fury's origins. I'll explain to you. I guess it all happened about 20 years ago. Back when I was a pup. Both of my parents are Lycan Beast Arctic Wolf. And so is my sib. You see, when my parents met, my parents are both Arctic Wolves. My father's name is Lucas, and my mom's name, Clara. They met long ago, once they were so young. Once they met, they smelled their mating glands, and they know fate has found them to be one. As soon as then, they became life mates. And that's how they fell in love. And then of course, they also got married 2 years later. And then both of my parents, they were blessed with a beautiful boy named Haru. Haru is my older brother. He's loyal and strong. And their first kid they ever had. And then 3 years later, they have another pup. Her name is Lacey. She's like the beautiful wolf my parents ever had. Beautiful pup, and always, plant beautiful flowers. My mom taught her to plant flowers. And of course, 4 years later, my parents, they had me. That's where I was born. I was born a powerful wolf. They call me Primal Fury. The name they given me was Damien Fury. When I was, born, my parents knew that someday I'll become the alpha. Same as my brother and my sister. So then, 1 year later, me and my siblings, we were getting along so well. We become the bestest pups, strong enough and protective to protect our land and our pack. But then, that soon changed. Just about 10 months later, me and Haru and Lacey, we went out to hunt. But until then, we ran into a bunch of bisons. They seem calm to see an Arctic wolf. We see a bunch of caribous. They're so calm between with the wolves. That is where it happened. After then, I began to start howling first. I was about to begin the hunt, but the muskox, the caribou, has sensed something. It feels like now that his herd is coming. When I see the long distance, I see the caribou stampede. I run, and I keep on running and running. until I made a howl for my siblings to come save me. When they heard the howl, they run towards each to the stampede, and they saw me. And I just said, "Haru! Lacey! Help!" Haru rushed down. Lacey rushed down to save me. But once she did, she put me at the edge of the rock to be safe. And so is she. Both of us stay clear of the stampede. When Haru was about to save us, he ran into his friend, Ivan. That's where I know. That's where it all happened. After the stampede was clear, Haru was fighting his best friend. He was fighting Ivan. Until that day, Ivan just struck Haru's heart and says, "May Leonis have mercy on your soul." That's where I saw Haru fall off the mountain. Me and Lacey, we soon checked. And then, that's where I told Lacey to get Mom and Dad. Until then, I went out to find Haru until I found him. He didn't respond. Haru was gone. I howled in sadness. Ivan came and told me that he saw me. Then he begins to attack me. I start running and running and running until he finally caught up with me. I was at the end of the cliff. If I stay in the mountain, he'll kill me. That's where I gave him the scar. I give him a scar in his eye. And he got mad. And he starts going to attack me. But I jump. And there was a waterfall. So I landed there safely. I reached the sword. And then I cried for seeing my brother died right in front of me. I went back to see my parents, but they were sad. And Lacey too. They were sad Haru was gone. And I couldn't bear seeing them suffer. I ran away. I ran away because I don't want my family to be more worried about me. So I run off. Never be seen again. 4 months later, I start wondering, where would I go? And who am I? And that is where I met the other Lycan beasts. Their names were Ryder, Drake, Melissa, and Kaito. They told me, where was I going? I told them nowhere. I wanted to be alone. But then, they didn't care. They asked if they want me to stay with the pack. I told them I will. So I stay with them. And then, a few years later, forgot about one thing. My friends, they trained me to become a great fighter. They taught me how to become a better wolf, how I hunt, and how I remember the balance of life. And I did. Soon as the years passed, I started to grow into a strong and powerful wolf. And I began to know, I remember my past. When I look at the water, I saw my brother's reflection, remembering that I should head back, but I can't. That's where the wind came, and I hear his voice, and then I saw a spirit. I say, Haru, my brother. And then that's where, I walk to him. He told me that, Primal, you had to get back to Lycan Beast Pack. Our parents and our sister needs you. I said, I can't. Not after all of this happened. He told me to never give up. I always had the strength within me. I told him, I can't. You saw what happened to our parents and our sister. They suffer a lot because they lost you. Now, I don't want them to suffer anymore. Primal, do you forget who you are? You're Primal Fury. You're my brother. And I'm sorry that I didn't, and I told him, I'm sorry. I failed you as a brother. But he told me I couldn't give up. I had to keep on fighting and save the pack and the balance of nature before Ivan turns the whole forest into a wasteland and there'll be nothing left. Until then, he has vanished. Haru vanished. I walked away. I run. And that's where I met a wolf. Another wolf, but different. It was a timber wolf. She was beautiful. She saw me. She knew that. She smelled my mating glands, and we fell in love. And 2 months later, Olivia and I, we become life mates. And we promise we'll never let each other down. That's where I saw the spirits again. Haru is telling me that it is time for me to take my rightful place as Alpha of the Lycan Beast. Olivia asked, Primal, I want to be with you, and I want to become your best life mate. If you're fighting Ivan like this, I'm with you to the end. I love you so much. I told her I love her as well. And we'll fight together. Lycan beasts never leave a member behind. So then, me and my friends, we were ready. We were ready to go fight for the forest. So then, we run all the way to the forest. But just to see a wasteland. Nothing but just skulls and dead trees. That's where I saw Ivan. I told my friends to gather all the wolves and all the lichen beasts. And for me, I'm going after Ivan. I saw my sister when Ivan called her name. They haven't argued. Then Ivan attacked her. I howl and I growl. I say, "Get away from my sister!" Lacey was happy to see me. She was happy to see me to return back to my pack. And I told Ivan, "Give me one good reason why I shouldn't rip your throat." Ivan smelled me and he says, now I remember who you really are, Primal. The one you set up that stampede. You know that the wolves, will charge a caribou and then will attack anything that moves a stampede. And what have you done? You have done enough. No, I'm not a murderer. My brother saved me. He saved me to become. Didn't mean any of this to happen. So then Ivan approached me and told me to bow to your alpha. I fell, but I grabbed the branch. Ivan looked at me and says, "Oh, where I seen this before? Oh yeah, I remember. This is where Haru looks like when he dies." So then, Ivan grabbed my paws with his claws and then he whispered to me that he killed Haru. And it's all coming back to me, my memories. Seeing my brother die. That makes me angry. And I got angry. And then I bite Ivan's hand off. And I say, "My brother! Your best friend! How could you?" I keep telling him that. "You killed him! Tell him the truth! Tell them the truth!" My parents and my sister were angry at Ivan for killing Haru. So then, Ivan unleashes his vultures to attack my pack. I fight them off. My friends, they help me as well. Same as Olivia. They all taken down all the vultures. And Ivan was escaping, so I run towards him. As soon as he reached the end, the wall, the dead end wall, I told him that. "You make me suffer too much, Ivan." I said, "Primal, what would I do to please you?" I told him to run away, and never come back to our pack. As soon as he about to leave, Olivia looked, and he growls at Ivan as well. Ivan says, "Fine, I'll leave your pack after I take down you first." And then we fight. And I told him, "You can't win this, Ivan." And Ivan says, This is my pack, and I will be the alpha." We fight, and then, as soon as then, I grab Ivan's neck, and I bite Ivan's neck, and I throw him off the cliff. As soon as I did, I take a deep breath. And I told him, "It is done." and that was the, of course, after Ivan was gone, I walked back to my pack. They all seem happy to see me. My mother and my father are happy to see me back. Same as my sister. My pack, they also see me alive. And Olivia was happy to see me. As soon as then, my father approached to me. He grabbed some coal dust and put it over and put a mark on my head. Pronounces me as the Alpha. As soon as I approach the top mountain, I look up in the sky and I see my brother's spirit. He told me he is proud of me. And then I howled. And I became the Alpha. 4 years later, me and the pack, the forest is starting to regrow. Everything is back to normal. The animals return home, and everything is now perfect again. And then me and Olivia, we got married, and we had our first pup. We named her Avalanche. And our second daughter, Haley. And my son, the third pup, Primal Fury Jr. As soon as our pups came, me and Olivia, we howl for the final time. And then well, everything is now peaceful in our land. And well, that's the end of the story. So I'm glad you guys, able to, understand my Lycan Beast story about how this all happened. And well, I'm just happy, I decided to let all those out. To let you all know how I really feel. One thing I do know that sometimes we still have, suffering a lot, and sometimes the real meaning is we cannot judge anyone's ideas or what they look like. What matters is we be happy with ourselves because we have the heart. And we can't be going on all these dramas for the rest of our lives. What matters is we stand together as one. And we never, ever betray each other. So I hope you guys understand this video. So thanks for listening to my origin story. And thank you guys for, understanding me. So yeah, I will definitely see you guys in my next video. So I'll probably see you guys soon. Either way, this is Primal Fury, and I wish you guys, and I wish you guys good luck, and I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment down below for what other, stuff you want me to show you guys. What other things I had to share with you guys. So yeah, that's all for today. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And don't forget to leave a shout out to my best friends I have on my shout out list, and I'll see you guys in my next videos. Okay. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys in my next videos. This is Primal Fury, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So see ya.